So, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our last webinar of this year. We just will wait for some other participants that will join. We are really happy that you are today here with us. Today we have our webinar about, it's a Christmas special. We will show you what we have developed and implemented this year. We will show you what we will do next year also. And at the end, we will also have a Christmas surprise for you. Already what I can tell you is that you can win a prize. So I hope you will stay in the call here in the webinar until the end, and you will also do the Christmas surprise with us. We will just give some people also more time to join. So therefore, we will just wait a few more minutes, and then we will start with the presentation. Yeah, I also see already the first questions here. Yeah, I get some good feedback for my Christmas hat. Yeah, so thank you for this. I believe this is really, I just want to show you that I'm already in the Christmas mood. But then again, welcome to this webinar to everybody who's joined. We see that more and more people are joining now. Just to introduce myself, I'm Fabian. I'm the Customer Success Lead at IamIP. I'm here today with my colleagues Barbara and Claire. I will just share already my screen, and then Barbara, I will give you the word that you can also introduce you.
Yes, thank you, Fabian. So welcome everyone to this webinar. I'm Barbara and I'm working in the customer success team. I'm based in Stockholm. And now I give the word to Claire to present herself as well.
Thank you. So I'm Claire and I'm in the Stockholm office also with Barbara, and I look after the chat function. So reach out if you have any questions or queries. And back to you, Fabian.
Yes, thank you, Claire. Thank you, Barbara. As I mentioned, we're really happy today that all of you are here in our Christmas special, the last webinar of this year. We are really happy about that so many participants have registered for this webinar. And I think we will just start with a short introduction. So therefore, I will start here now with the agenda. Today, as already mentioned, I will do a short introduction to tell you a bit of what we feel about this year, and then Barbara will give you some more, some more information about what we have developed and implemented this year in our platform, what was really new, what was a big milestone also. After Barbara has finished to show you all these new features from this year, I will give you some information what will come in 2023. And then we will start our Christmas surprise. Of course, we will also have some time to go through questions. Therefore, we have this chat panel. So whenever you have any questions, feel free always to use this chat panel to ask us some questions. If we have time in the call, we will directly answer it. Otherwise, at the end, we will also have some time to go through all your questions. Just for the introduction, I would like to say first, thank you to all of you that you're our customers. I think this year was really a good IamIP year. We had new customers. So welcome. We have two new team members also. Of course, there were also some challenges, but I think that we are together, IamIP, and with our customers. This is an amazing journey that we have together, and it feels really good to support you. And therefore, I already would like to say thank you for all the questions that we had from you, for all the discussions, for the feedback. And of course, in the next years, we will still support you as good as possible and as soon as possible. So therefore, we really wait for the next years and for the next year with you together. Before Barbara will start with her presentation to show you all the new features from this year and all the work that the IT has done, yeah, I would like to have one short reminder. Yeah, so if you get a gremlin as a Christmas present this year, I just would like to remind you that there are a few rules. Yeah, so if somebody has a gremlin, yeah, never expose it to sunlight, and never get it wet, and never even feed it after midnight. So this is just some tips for me. And now we will start with Barbara, who will show you all the new features from this year.
Thank you. So 2022 was quite a rich year in improvements in the history of IamIP. We grew as a team and our customer base has grown. And one of the main reasons for this latter one is we are constantly updating and improving. So in 2022, I would like to highlight these 7 main features which were either introduced or developed at IamIP. So rules, drop-down menus, transfer collaboration, publication number search, legal status watch 2.0, dynamic rules assignment, and sharing button. Some of them were the result of our beloved customers' feedback. So for this, we would like to thank you for your comments and your recommendations. We try to listen, and based on what we have heard, we managed to close this year with not only improved features, but completely new functions. These made us unique in the market, so thank you again for being part of this journey. First, let's start with 2 very important user inputs that we created this year, rules and drop-down menu. Both can be very useful for your workflow. Let's take a closer look at the rules. As you might know, rules are automized notifications for user inputs within a portfolio or monitoring when certain qualifications are met. As you can see on this slide at the top, for example, if I want my colleague Fabian to get a notification and perform a review request every time someone puts a 5-star risk ranking on a document, it will look like this. Why does it make life easier? With creating rules, you don't need to check manually the user inputs by the filtering function. So the result is less clicks, as the selected person will get a notification about a document if the condition is met. Moreover, having a rule is a time-saver way to be informed quickly about a threat, because as soon as someone puts a user input for which there was a rule created, the recipient of the rule will get immediately a notification. And finally, creating a rule helps to make the workflow clearer. You can tell the tool who is responsible to review a document, for example, without reaching out to the person via mail or phone, and without reminding yourself about a task to do if you are a recipient. The other user input which was introduced was the drop-down menu. It is used for categorizing measures like what to do of a document by using your own terminology. For example, to create a drop-down menu, I gathered several choices connected to the topic action, like analyze, opposition, and so on, shown at the top of this slide. Only one option can be activated at a time on a document. Why does it make life easier? First, drop-down menu helps you reminding yourself or others about the next step to take on a document. Second, it helps respecting the workflow. It is an easy way to follow the review process of a document. And finally, having drop-down menus on documents make it faster to find patterns in a portfolio via the filtering function. Now let's summarize what our dearest customers proposed to us, which were on our wish list, and many of you asked them. We listened and we made these propositions a reality, and now they are in the platform. We developed a brand new search function called the publication number search. And we developed many features, the collaboration, the legal status watch, the rules, and the sharing button. Let's take a look at each of them. So some words about the publication number search that we introduced as a brand new search type. A publication number search is then a type of search with which you can search for a list of specific publication numbers, up to 1,000 publication numbers. Why life is much easier with this new function? Well, this search makes it simpler to search for a list of publication numbers which were listed in an Excel file or a Word document, for example. You don't need to search for the publication numbers one by one. You can just search for the copied list in the field. This can be also the option if you are using another tool at the same time and you would like to make it easier to import data from that tool to the IamIP platform. We got the feedback from several customers that when they receive a collaboration from someone, sometimes they feel that they know another expert to analyze the patterns and provide sufficient feedback. For such cases, we introduce the possibility to transfer the collaboration to another user, so another expert in the subject. Keep in mind whether you are sending or receiving the collaboration, you can transfer it to another user. What is easier with the transfer? Well, it is easier to pass on a task to multiple users, and of course, it makes the communication more flawless. Recently, we further improved the transfer function in a way that no other company has. From now on, if you want to transfer more than one document because you find that you are not the right person to give feedback about them, you can do that with less clicks as you can transfer them in bulk. This means that you don't have to transfer them one by one. So this function can make your life easier and faster when it comes to transfer documents to different people. And finally, the moment arrived. We have been waiting for this since a while. Our new legal status watch was released. This release was the biggest milestone in the history of IamIP, and we are proud to be among the few companies in the world which has this type of advanced legal status watch function. So what are we talking about exactly? Our legal status watch allows you to trace or monitor the legal changes of a patent application. With the new updated version, you can monitor a document for specific countries and for specific events. What are the advantages of this update? You will have more visibility on an event. The reviewing time is drastically reduced because you will have less notifications as you can be alerted only for specific countries and for specific events. It makes also the communication better with colleagues and it gives a better traceability of events. Moreover, we did not stop here to be unique. We have recently updated our rules function. As a reminder, rules are automized notifications for user inputs, either in a portfolio or in a monitoring. The new thing is an additional option called Added By under the recipient. It is only available in the portfolio. So you can always do what you did until now when you created a rule, but now you have the possibility to choose the person who actually added the document to the big global portfolio to be notified if someone else puts a 5-star ranking on the document. You can still add as a recipient the IP manager, so like that 2 collaborations are triggered. It makes life easier as the most suitable receiver can be chosen to be notified. And it also reduces the notifications for the owner of the portfolio. And finally, it helps managing better high-risk documents. Now let's see how the portfolio or monitoring management can be even more flawless. Collaborators with extended rights have now the same rights as the owner. As shown on this slide, on the right image, For example, if Claire is the owner of the portfolio and I'm the collaborator with extended rights, I can share this portfolio directly from here. On the image on the left, you can see the same roles, except for Claire share this portfolio with me with read write only. So that is why I cannot share it directly. This novelty applies also for the monitorings. The advantage is less clicks and, of course, an easier management of portfolios and monitorings. Now I give the word to Fabian, who will present you the improvements coming next year.
Yes, thank you, Barbara, for all this information to present all these new features from 2022. We have seen there was a lot of things happening in 2022. We had one question about where to find the rule. The rule is something that you can set up in the portfolios and monitorings. And on the right side, there is this I, there where you have all the summary about the portfolio and monitoring. And there are different tabs, and there's one tab called rule. Therefore, you need to always scroll to the right, and there you can set up this rule. We had now these questions. I will also contact your contact person that this person can give you then more insight about how to use the rule and also of where you can find the rule. We also have an article in our help center, so maybe you can also find there all the information already. Now I will start with the improvements for 2023. I know all of you are really, really curious about what will come in 2023. And before I start with this, I also would like to say a big thank you to our IT team. I know that here are a few of them sitting also in this webinar. So this was great work, amazing work, and also thank you to all of our IT members. For 2023, I would like to start with the biggest thing that we would like to do in 2023, and this is our new AI function that will come. As you may heard, yeah, this is something that we will develop for 2023, and my colleague Victor and our partner Sartorius already had a presentation about this at the IP Service World. The AI function, this is something that can bring your monitoring to the next level. The feedback that we got on the IP Service World was already really, really good. Yeah, and today I would like to give you some more facts about this coming feature. The AI feature is based on the monitoring that we have, and this AI will help you to improve, to check the relevance of your monitorings and set this relevance also with the confidence. What the AI will do is it will check the monitoring results and give you already sorted to relevant and not relevant, and will give you a rate about how confident this information is. So the AI, it will be a feature that is your new colleague that will do for you the relevance check. We have this already studied with some of our customers, and what we will do then is in the next year that also the customers can get the chance to test this and decide if this feature is something that you would like to use or not. So please, reach out to us if you're interested, if you would like to see this. We can give you then more information about the AI, and then you can be also part of this great new function that will come in 2023. The next feature that we will develop and improve is based on the invention disclosure platform that we have. The invention disclosure is next to our patent platform, another platform that we have. This invention disclosure is about submitting new ideas in the platform, to manage ideas, and to file and submit a decision about the ideas. So what you can do is really to control what ideas are coming in your company, and then you can file a decision about what is really what you would like to do with the idea. For example, to file a patent, maybe you need to keep it secret. So the invention disclosure platform is a platform that can help you to organize all the great ideas that your R&D persons have. We have this invention disclosure platform already in place. What we will do in 2023 is that there will be more flexibility in the settings. It will be more transparent, and you will then improve your workflow. So here also, if you're curious, reach out to us and we can give you then a more detailed view on our invention disclosure platform. Then you heard from Barbara that we have the Legal Status Watch 2.0, and this is not the end. Yeah, so we see that there are still some extended functions possible in this Legal Status Watch. For example, what we will develop also is some default settings that you can set for the Legal Status Watch. Yeah, we will improve also the settings that you can do in the Legal Status Watch. There will improve déjà vu function on the homepage, and this is something that will you in the future save you time. Yeah, by checking your settings and also to do your weekly check, and also then of course the transparency will be improved here. As we have so many new features, yeah, there's of course we always need to check the performance of the platform. And since we would like to ensure that the platform is stable, that it works fast, we will do some further checks. Yeah, so we will enhance the loading times for the user inputs, like the tags, rankings, the review and comments, and the drawdown menu, for example. And yeah, this is of course, yeah, that you still can work fast in the IamIP platform. The platform is stable for you, and even if you have some colleagues that maybe don't work every day in the platform, but maybe every few months, that also there's no blocking them to use the IamIP platform, that they every time can log in, everything works wonderful. So the performance, I think this is really important, that you know that we still and always work on the performance, and that this will be also further improved in 2023. Then we have some other extensions in the platform. As you may know, security, I believe this is one of the most important points, that you feel secure by using the IamIP platform. You know maybe also that worldwide, yeah, the number of hacking increase. Yeah, so we are, as a company, yeah, who provides a SaaS solution, we will still continue to ensure that you are in a safe workspace. Just to calm you down, yeah, we're doing frequently patent penetration tests, and we passed it without problems. But of course, security is always a topic that you need to be care of. So therefore, just that you know that we will work also continuously on the security. We will develop the two-factor authentication for the patent platform, and of course we will still improve security, that you are in a safe workspace. One other thing is, if you're already using maybe the single sign-on, we will make it easier for you to create users in the platform. This means we will provide a single sign-on self-provisioning. So this is something that will also come for 2023. We know that the list of wishes are really, really long. We like to get the feedback from you, what wishes you have, what feature requests you have. So therefore, always reach out to us if you see something what you would like to have improved in the platform. We take this, and as Barbara has shown you, we also develop and implement new features that came from our customers. But as you may know, this list is long, and we try the best to summarize all the problems, all the ideas, and then we really try to implement everything, that the IamIP platform is a platform for you where you feel good to work with. From here, before we go to the Christmas surprise, I would like to present you the coming webinar topics for 2023. And our idea here was now that we would like to ask you which of these 6 webinar ideas would be the best for you. So now please use the chat panel and give us with the numbers which of these ones are the most important for you. We believe that it would be important also to give you one webinar about the AI function. I believe this is something that all of you are interested in. Then we have on point 2, this is the Unity patent. This is something that will come also next year from the EU patent. So if this is something that we would like, or you would like to see of how this would change in IamIP, or what would we change, or how this would look like. So yeah, then of course we would like to show you more best practices for the Legal Status Watch. Invention disclosure, I think this is also something that could be really important for lots of people. Then we have about the search, we have different search functions, and we would like to show you then also how to use it, also on the best practice, and then of course maybe to give you more information about collaboration. I see, yeah, so many many things are popped up now here in our chat panel. We will just give you 2-3 more minutes to make this, and then we will start with a Christmas surprise. From here, I will just give the words then to my colleague Claire. She will then start with the Christmas surprise. And before we will start with this, I can already tell you, prepare your mobile phone. You will need it for the Christmas surprise to win a really, really good, nice prize. So from here, I would like to give the words to my colleague Claire, who will now present you what we will do in this Christmas surprise.
Thank you. Yeah, so we're just going to do a short quiz about 6 questions. The top 3 winners will receive free entry tickets to the User Day conference next year. So some questions about IP, but mainly Christmas because that's much more fun. Yeah, so we will just share my screen. So basically, you just need your mobile phone for this. So you need to scan the QR code. Just bear with me. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see, Claire.
Perfect. So get your phones ready. So if you can scan the QR code. I feel like I should have a microphone and a flashy jacket for this. So you can use your name or a nickname or a Christmas themed nickname if you prefer.
So we see there are lots of people who would like to win a prize.
Great. Oh, there's more.
Yeah, but maybe we wait 1
IamIP
minute more.
Master. I wonder who that is. Okay, loads of. Great.
Okay, I think we can start.
Perfect. Thank you. So an IamIP related question first. So what year was IamIP founded? 2013, 2016, 2014, or 2018? A lot of answers.
So I think this was the easy question. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so 2013. So yeah, so almost 10 years. So brilliant. Next one. IamIP Master. Of course, you have to get that one right. Where is the headquarters of the European Union Intellectual Property Office located? Ireland, Finland, France, or Spain? I had to stick Ireland in there. Everybody's so quick.
Everybody wants like to win the prize, I believe.
Of course. Spain, very good. 11 people got it right. Oh, 3 people said Ireland. Shout out. Oh, nice change in the rankings. Next question. So this is a pretty divisive question. According to the original patent, which is the correct way to place the toilet roll? There's a lot of engineers. You should get this right. "20 seconds is so long." Oh, 24 people got it right. That's pretty impressive. Okay, maybe not that divisive. Next question.
Okay, we
Oh,
see
so David is
Olga,
still in the
and
lead.
Olga. Yeah.
Oh, very good. Next
I
question.
think it's a big race. Yeah.
Which of the following is an active patent? So crayfish Christmas stocking, edible gift wrap for pets, or naughty or nice meter. So completely unnecessary products, but one of them has a patent. It's the crayfish stocking. 6 people got it right. I really wanted it to be the naughty or nice meter, but no. So see, oh,
Holger
it's
is
still
now
not,
number one.
yeah. Next question. In what year was tinsel invented? The worst Christmas decoration of all time. 1872, 1920, 1952, or 1610?
Wow,
One
only
person got
one.
it right.
Mm.
I just associate it with the 80s, but yeah, 1610. See what it does for the rankings.
Still Holger, number one.
Nice. So true or false, the last question. Germany started the tradition of putting up a Christmas tree. Oh, everybody obviously knows this one. So quick. True, of course. 17 people got it right. I'm guessing mostly German people got that right. And that is our quiz. And let's see the podium. Well done. So the top 3 winners will get tickets to our event next year. So just reach out to Barbara or Fabian and we'll sort out the details.
Yeah.
So congratulations, David, number 1.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to you all.
David, Marcel, and Holger. Yeah, we will reach out to you. And as Claire mentioned, you have for the next for our next user day conference, you have a free entrance for this. Yeah, and then we will happy to have you in our user day conference. And thank you to all of you to also be part of this quiz. I hope you also enjoyed it. And from here, I will just take the screen back. And then we will have our last point for today. So I just check now the question that you have. I also can see, and thank you that you helped us to see which of the topics are the most important for you. So I just go now through the list that I have here. And let me check. Yeah, so we got the feedback that the legal status watch is really helpful for you. So thank you for this feedback. Then for the rule, as mentioned, we will reach out to you to help you with this. And then I would like to check. Yeah, so there are no other questions. So therefore, please reach out to us if we can help you, if you have any other questions. It was really nice that you participated in this webinar. As mentioned, for us, it was an amazing year. We will wait for 2023 and always reach out to us if you need any support, any help. We would like to support you always. So therefore, Merry Christmas from us. Yeah, I wish you also a Happy New Year. And then we will see us in January. And the next webinar, we will just announce this. We just need to check now which topic is the most interesting for you. And then we are happy to see you again next year or even maybe in the next weeks. So therefore, thank you again. And I wish you all nice holidays.
Thank you for your attention. Happy holidays. Bye-bye.
Happy Christmas, happy holidays. Bye-bye.